if you support a ceasefire and ending U.S. aid to Israel.
Are you okay with him taking you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I mean, I don't expect the public to be get roped into the conversation, so it's part of my job. I just want to make sure
Thanks for
you're
asking.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So on the whole Mideast thing, I think there's a way to be pro-Israel, pro-Palestine, and very anti-Hamas, and I think sometimes that gets lost in the conversation.
So you're pro-Israel, pro-Palestine, and anti-Hamas. You're not anti-Israel?
No, not
at all.
Not at all.
So you're pro-Israel. You accept money from AIPAC?
I don't know if we're getting money from AIPAC or not. But
according to Open Secrets, you are.
Well, then we are.
Okay.
I'm focused on telling stories and asking people to help support. I don't get into all these details of.
You don't think that Israel is complicit or guilty of genocide, and that the U.S. is complicit? Okay.
The government of Israel is not guilty of genocide.
Genocide is.
You don't think that the International Criminal Court is correct when they say that Israel is plausibly committing genocide?
No.
So you disagree with the International Criminal Court ruling?
I haven't read it, but if you sum it up that way, yes.
International Court of Justice, excuse me.
Okay, sorry. I haven't read their ruling or comments about it.
Uh-huh.
I just think that there's a lot of death and destruction happening over the Middle East, and I think Hamas is to blame.
So you don't think that Israel has any responsibility at all?
And responsibility in.
So you think that you think this all started on October 7th? That none of the previous apartheid is an issue, or do you think that there's no apartheid in?
I'm not a believer that Israel is an apartheid state.
You don't think that Israel is an apartheid state at all?
Do you support a ceasefire?
I would love for the bloodshed to stop, and this pause that's being talked about would be great.
The pause is not a ceasefire.
Until Hamas is destroyed, the Palestinians are going to continue to be used as cannon fodder, and I don't think that's very helpful.
Do you think the U.S. should continue to be giving the right-wing government, and I emphasize right-wing, very right-wing government of Netanyahu, billions and billions of dollars of military quote-unquote aid over this?
The U.S. Provides aid to Israel and Egypt and a lot of other countries.
I'm talking about Israel specifically.
Do I want to cut off Israel funding? No.
Even if they're found by the International Court of Justice to be guilty of committing genocide, would you still have that position?
I haven't read the International Court of Justice.
You don't keep up on what's going on in international politics as someone who's running for Congress?
Oh, I do very well, but not.
But you don't read what's going on with the International Court of Justice.
No.
I'm sorry, you want to get into
I just wanted to finish that. So you're saying no to ceasefire, no to ending U.S. aid to Palestine or to Israel.
I think there's a couple of things in there.
Okay.
One is the death and destruction.
Okay.
Is absolutely horrible.
Sure. Yeah.
I lay all of that at the hands of Hamas and China and Russia cheering that on. I would love for these conversations that are supposed to happen, but trying to do prisoner exchanges or hostage exchanges. Both sides are holding people that I think are hopefully coming to some type of conversation where there can be that and there can be some type of pause that's been happening. I'm not sure who's to blame in the latest conversation over the past week or so about that, but I'm pretty confident the vast majority of the Palestinians would love Hamas to go away.